Okay. Let's turn the volume down. So... Okay. No audio is... Okay. Okay, that's good. So... This is... Whoa! 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 Why is she like that? Huh? Oh. Okay. So, I'm in the Doki Doki, I'm in the fandom, but in what the kids call they don't even know how to fucking use it right. It's called being a poser, actually. But that's like most of the fandoms I've been in. So, I was informed that this is free on Steam, and I got Steam recently just to play TF2. So if it was free on Steam, I'm gonna steal it. So, yeah, I know. Here, let me turn this down. Is there a way to music volume? Okay, return. I know the basic gist of the lore because I've seen other people play it, but there's some small details that I don't know. I'm gonna voice act the characters, but if you don't like that, if you think it's kind of cringe, then watch Markiplier play it. I don't know. I'm gonna try to split it up. I don't know how to edit it. I don't really want to edit it because it's a playthrough. I don't want to miss stuff. So I'll just have to go back, then I'll do that. This is the first time I've used like long term used OBS. I mean, I had a test recording, but the audio was from my mic was off, so that's not good. I'm checking OBS right now. It should be good. So yeah, I know the plot line, the basic plot line. I have forgotten some stuff, but I want to play it anyway. Maybe I'm missing stuff. So yeah, new game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha ha! Oh no, is it? I don't know. Oh, sorry. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Here, let me put this on my bed so I can sit down. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, homie. Oh, yeah. Oh, did it not? Okay. So the test recording, I made my name. Okay. I forgot to mention that. I did a test recording, so I made my name homie. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, homie, have you decided to join have you decided on joining a club? Fuck! Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Dude, this is so my OCs, my characters, coincidentally enough, it's kind of weird because one of them is named Homie because like he was like based off my. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Here. Okay. So yeah, this is like so my OCs. One of them was named after my username, but the other one is Sam. And him and Sam, I'm not gonna go too deep into this because then it's gonna be like an hour long. Him and Sam, they're best buddies, but they were best buddies and like they hit it up in maybe middle school. I think I don't know. I'll change that, but yeah, they've been friends since they were younger. But in high school, they kind of like differ. Sam's like this like chubby guy, sort of, and he has like curly hair. I'm making it green because they were based off of a fandom where the characters are like little balls with. I'm just saying this as if you aren't viewing that. I'm saying this like you don't know what fandom I'm talking about. Where everybody's like this colored smiley ball thing, and that's where they came from. And then I sort of made them my own with their human designs. Sorry. And so yeah, Sam's this guy. He has like curly hair. It's green, but I might change that. I don't know. And he's like super athletic. He wants to be with the popular kids. He's on the swim team in the winter, and in the summer he's on, or really anytime that baseball happens. He's on the baseball and the swim team. He's like really athletic. He's like really boyish, you know. He wants to get with the girls. He insults them. He does that thing where they insult them to try to get them to like them. And he wants to be with the popular kids. And Homie's like this really effeminate guy, sorta. He's like super tall. He has a long, at least in this point in time, he has long blue hair. He's kind of like awkward. He's kind of like socially distant. You think no, I can't say that. Never mind. I can't say that. But he's like awkward and he's kind of like, he's definitely, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a psychologist, but he's definitely neurodivergent. So, you know, he's like kind of standoffish, not standoffish, but they're just friends, like Sayori and the main character. They're just friends because they've been friends for a long time. They don't share some of the same interests now. Well, in high school because Sam's dead. Sorry. But they only share interests no, fuck. They are only friends because of how long they've been friends. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll probably speed that up. You know, I'll like download a video, edit it up, and my video editor on my iPad. I think I don't know how OBS works. All right. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years just because you're not used to the real world. NEET is a Japanese term for like a shut-in, sort of, that like, I learned it from Morettu. I don't know if that includes any other stuff, but it's like, yeah, somebody who is shut in and they watch like anime and play games and they don't socialize and they like masturbate and stuff. That's a NEET. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Ladies. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least just a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Suri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch up to you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Sorry. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Oh, fuck. Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Me! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I'd bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned it all out. Well, planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Nobody understands me. I hate my life. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Oh, it's getting hot on my hands. My computer's burning up, and it's at 64%. And thus, today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. I believe Japanese schools go to 3 years instead of 4. I don't know how that works out. Maybe they just have more middle school years, but apparently my middle school is weird because we only have 2 years instead of 3, because 6th grade for us was considered part of elementary school. Some schools in the US, I guess, even skip middle school. Alright. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Huh? Okay, I don't know what that was. I heard a noise. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sari always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, homie, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the Literature Club. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Somebody wet their pantalones. Is it pantaloons or pantalones? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Wait till you find out, boy. Oops, sorry, spoiler. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Then she turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who apparently, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you've already known Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, homie. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica. Come sit down, honey. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Oh, fuck. I'd have been... Then, how about I make some tea as well? I'm gonna forget all the voices that I made for these people. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I don't know what voice to give her. Ta-da! Ta-da! How it goes. Look at her smile. Wow! I heard a noise. Hold on a sec. Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Wish they'd show us a picture. That would make me hungry. I can just imagine it, the taste. Okay, I don't know what that was. The whiskers are drawn on with icing and little pieces of chocolate that were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one! Sayori grabs one. I don't have dyslexia. I don't know why I'm, struggling to read this. Sayori grabs one first, and Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances at me, in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing's sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Oh, this is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't heard this somewhere before. Why is my sister typing all caps? She got pissed at me for doing this earlier, for checking it. Every single... I don't know if it's text-to-speech or something. She's so fucking mad at me. I don't know why. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Deja vu? I've heard this something before. Made them for you or anything. Yeah? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Oh, tea! Yeah! I love tea. I love drinking tea. Fuck. Well, something about her carrying the carefully tea set. I skipped it by mistake. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, teen reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I don't do. I love tea. Oh, I love tea so much. I could yap to you about the processes to make tea. I could yap to you about the plants. I could yap to you about tea. I love tea. I love talking about it. I have a whole book about it. Oh my goodness. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica that's all, folks. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider joining the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you fit right... We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone is enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find all of these three. Oh, I'm getting a headache. I'm gonna switch positions again. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, homie, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Let me check if my mic is still on. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Oh, there we go. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Oh, sorry. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally as impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I'm gonna forget her voice too. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Me too! We should be friends! But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements that usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Nobody wants you! I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimal level. See, you're like me. You over-explain. You over-explain everything. You don't need to explain this, but you do, and that's why you're so cool. We should be friends. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or makes me takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say that out loud! Dad, give me that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri, I don't know what that word means, up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Just kiss already! I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Me and you know, people treat me like a child. Just because I'm like 1 year younger than everybody else in my friend group. And I'm also 5'2", so I can relate to you. We can relate to each other. We can be friends. We can all be friends. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a I can't read it. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, you wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, homie? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Homie... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so that we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Homie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue the chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey, homie, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I love girls. That's the main character. I don't like women. You know, funny thing actually. A lot of people think I'm a lesbian. I think I've said this before. Maybe not here. A lot of the people. I don't know why I keep bringing it up to my friends. Maybe because it bothers me. But a lot of the people in my school think I like girls, and I don't. I assume that's because I dress like a guy. I don't like girls! I like none of you! You guys all fucking suck! I hate all of you! I hate every single person that exists on this earth! I don't want anybody! You guys can be with somebody else! I don't like anybody else! Okay. Actually, yours name is a Russian guy's name, and it's also, stories about girls that kiss girls, actually. So, Yuri, yeah. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And I'm gonna end this soon. Oh! It's time to write a poem. Pick the words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. You know, I don't care what they think. I'm gonna pick the ones that I like. Alright. Melancholy. Well, I'm gonna go with melancholy. Frightening, forgive. Forgive. Empty. I'm kind of edgy, so I'm gonna pick all the words that I'd like. Unending. Despise. Secretive. Intellectual. Hurt. Unstable. Dream. Pain! Oh no, Sayori! Uncanny. Imagination. After image. Unrequited. Agonizing! Massacre. Dark. Alone. Contamination. Alright, I'm gonna stop here and then continue. Just so I can split up the recordings and then the YouTube videos won't be that long. This was kind of fun. I like voice acting. Please hire me, please hire me, please hire me. Wait, no, I can't even get a job yet. I'm 15. I love voice acting. I love the art. Dude, the artist cooked up so hard. Look at the hair! Look at the way that the hair flows. And the shading, I love the shading on the hair. And if you look at the face, actually, it gets lighter. The bangs get lighter by the face. And I like the angle of the eyes. You know, and like I usually think of any eyes to be bigger, but these guys are smaller. I don't know why the shirt is shaded like that. I don't know why it has a little thing there. I really like the outfits. And yeah, really the shading. I love the art. I tried to mimic it once, but it's kind of hard. Um, but yeah, I really like the art. I like the music so far. I mean, I know what's to come because I already know. I'm like a poser in the fandom, so I already know what's to come. But I really really like this. So far, I mean, I already know who my favorites are, but just based off of this dialogue, I like Sayori and I like Yuri because I can sort of relate to them. I mean, Natsuki, I can also relate to. I'm the short one that gets infantilized by all my friends for no reason at all, so I kind of understand that. Uh, Monica, I know all about you, Monica. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'll play more games, but I can't guarantee that because I need to figure out OBS. I can't really record much because I need alone time to do it because, it's like the one image of Gru, the double life thing. I also can't get most games because I'm going the broke Steam user route, so I can only play stuff that's free. I swear I just heard my name. Um, so, so yeah, I mean, I can't do the plus version. I think that one's like $4 or $5. I don't know. So yeah, let's save. Um, oh yeah, save game, because that was the file I did before when I tested it out. But my microphone, let me just double check, was off, so it didn't save anything. So yes, overwrite the save. That's okay. Save game, and um, I'm gonna go to the main menu because if I go to the main, if I close it, it'll glitch out because OBS is only recording this. So yeah, Doki Doki. I really like the character design, and they say that you can tell that Monica doesn't fit. Spoiler alert! Although it's 2026, so I'm assuming you know at least a little bit about this because the game's been out. But my Doki Doki face hit a little later than my FNAF face. Same thing with TF2 actually, because I guess both of them were integral to that older horror game sort of. Well, TF2's not a horror game. Older sort of Phantom Space stuff, but I got into that later on. But I really like the character design. You could tell, like, based off their outfits, sort of how they are like and their posing. You can't see her socks, but her socks are different, so there is a telltale sign that she doesn't fit in. I know about that, but I really like it. I think I like the aesthetic. I like the characters so far. Plus, with what I already know, I like the art style. Sorry, I gotta stop gushing. So yeah, I guess this is the end. Bye.